Hello there. This is my Henckels TwinWorks razor, and this is my Kita jnat. I know it's a Kita, but a lot of people will see it and say Nakayama Kita. Nakayama's a mine. I don't know what mine that's from. I know it's a Kita, but that's all I know. We're gonna raise a slurry. Once again, graduating pressure across the stone. And across the edge of the blade. We've got slight forward torque. And the slurry is getting fairly thick. So we're going to thin it out a bit. Better. One of the things I want to point out, if you're into straight razor honing and you're looking at like natural stones, and you're trying to come up with the money for a natural stone, you can pay for a natural stone a good deal of money. You can buy from a broker, that kind of deal. I would suggest that, or private sales if the person is of good reputation and that kind of deal. That's up to you to determine whether or not the person you're going to buy from is going to be honest and above board about what it is they have and charge you a fair price for it, that kind of thing. But all three of the natural stones that I use, this jnat, this Kita, I found at a flea market, once again, and I think it was like $6 or $8, right? This is a fantastic stone. It's not, I don't have any provenance for it or anything like that, but it's a Kita jnat, and it puts a screaming edge on a razor. Okay. This I found at an indoor flea market. The Belgian blue part of it was separated from the yellow conical part of it. $6. I glued it back together and dressed it and made it uh, uniform and all of that, straightened out the size, that kind of deal, and it's a screaming good caudicle. This is my Escher Thuringian. That cost $1. I found it in a thrift store. It had black crap all over it. Somebody had been using it to um, sharpen woodworking tools. It had gouges all in it. The bottom was all nasty. I couldn't really tell what it was, but I thought that label looked like an Escher. I was like, I think that's what that is, but I don't know. I can't see it. It's got crap all over it, but they want $1 for it. You can see like here, they slipped with a tool or something, cut big gouges out of it and stuff like that. You can see here, I think this is where it was cut from the ground, but I mean, it's gone now, but there used to be like a little label that would go on the end of a Thuringian, particularly the Eschers they would be particular colors and stuff like that, and they meant something. I don't remember what, but I paid $1 for this, took it home, cleaned it up, realized what that was, figured out what that was, sealed that with lacquer fingernail polish so that it wouldn't fade off anymore. Cleaned it up, and it's a screaming good stone, and I paid $1 for that. So all in, I got 3 natural stones that cost between $12 and $13. Okay, for 3 of them, and they're screaming nice. Did I get them immediately? No, I just have a habit of looking at flea markets and thrift stores. If you want to find razors or knives or stones of any kind, that's a place to look. And you take what comes that you want. But it's worth it. You got time. I mean, nobody knows how much time we got. Look, I'm a preacher of the gospel. So my caution to you would be that you don't know for sure how much time you got in life when it comes to your relationship to the Lord. Okay? You should settle that because that's your eternity. But as far as something like honing razors or sharpening knives or something like that, tools, dude, you have time. Take your time and enjoy. And even if you've got like a budget that allows you to play around with the natural stones and purchase them and use them and trade them and all kind of stuff like that. The simple joy of going into some place like a flea market or a thrift store and finding a hidden gem that no one realized what it was, or taking a chance on a stone you think is one thing. And believe me, I know I took a chance on a black stone that was heavy as snot, and I thought, that's a Arkansas stone. I took it home and cleaned it up, put it in some simple green. It ended up being a fine India. One of the old fellas from my generation, or my father's generation, was one of the guys that liked to soak their stones in used motor oil. And that stone was black as coal, and it really looked like an Arkansas stone when I first got it. But I took a chance on it, and the thing of it is, it wasn't an Arkansas stone, and so I didn't get a really nice black Arkansas, but I got a really nice fine India stone that really that I use all the time. so hard to beat. Hard to complain too. Want a really light slurry. Again, same scenario. I got a little bit of torque starting on the heel here and graduating pressure all the way to the toe. I'm just doing using a different technique. There's something, I don't generally use circles all the time, but particularly like on a coddy, which this is a jnat, it's not a coddy, but on a codical, I scream and love circles. I don't know what it is. I'm moving very lightly, very light bit of torque, very light bit of pressure. And I'm going to progress through this last slurry to almost water. Last bit, very light, very slow. Thanks for watching. I'll talk to you later.